I don't give a fuck. Seriously, it's just the same shit every week.
Honestly, you may as well stop and just.
We live in a fucking paradox.
Just play the one from I don't know.
We live in a paradox.
Play the Western Bulldogs game. It's the same. We'll talk about the same thing anyway.
Our answers have more questions, and then our questions always have answers that have questions again.
Yeah.
There's no definitive answer. It's always just a revolving door, and I get that. You know, AFL clubs are like that, and you know, you're always asking what's next, but. It's the same questions getting asked over and over again.
But after 5, 6, 7 years, especially since we got
I just look at this
draft of the 15, right?
But I just look at the group. You look at the group itself.
How can we have not progressed in 10 years, man?
Because of development, because other clubs have gone ahead of us. They've picked the right choices.
But it's not even picking the right choices. Like, the players are there.
No,
how you develop them.
I'm not talking about the picking the choice in terms of players. Picking the choices in terms of your staff behind the scenes. High performance.
Beautiful kick to pack.
I agree. I mean, it's...
You know?
I mean, like, we're going to fucking Adelaide, and look, to be honest, you know what I thought? I thought genuinely 5-goal job would lose. That's what I said. I said it all along. I don't have belief in.
But you would have accepted that.
No, I wouldn't have accepted. I accept nothing other than a fucking win.
No, because
I'm over it.
But
I want to be.
What I mean is not that you accept a loss. What I'm saying is, if that had happened, you'd go, I understand how that happened.
No, I would have accepted a 2-goal loss.
No, I'm not accepting a loss.
No. What I mean by that is, if you were neck and neck all game and it was tough and brutal.
Well, then it means you're not good enough.
Yeah, I know.
And
but you still would have not taken it. Don't get me wrong. No,
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But nothing's changed.
If we played and then lost by 3, 4, 5 goals, you go, all right, you know, we're just not good enough. But what we produced on the weekend,
nothing's changed.
That was. They just went backwards in one.
Do you want to get into the scores? Like, do you want to go?
Yeah,
like, do you want to go? Like, 16, 14, 1, 10 to 7, 8, 50. Right? And so we'll go there. We'll start off with that. Just look at that. You just look at it, and you just 30 scoring shots to what? 15. Yep. Right? And then we'll go to the match stats where we just got obliterated. We got obliterated in every stat. Look at look at their disposal efficiency again. I know that if it's over 40 meters is considered, but if you just go and look at the numbers with more in depth, they've killed us all over the park. Look at the inside 50s. Look at that. We couldn't even move the ball. 58 to 36. We manufactured in 120 minutes of football 22. Less inside 50s than them in 120 minutes. Oh shit! I should play that again.
Play it again. The same thing.
In 120, that's West Coast numbers. That is West Coast numbers. You go to the score sources and you've lost in everything. The kick-ins where, well, you know me with kick-ins. I haven't seen that this year. I go absolutely bonkers.
The two that kill me: centre bounce and stoppage.
Well, mate, all right, we'll go. So they're two straight.
That's our game plan. Let's just say that's our game plan.
You know, you've gone 7-4, 46 from the stoppage.
That's how one would.
Turnovers have got obliterated. They had 17 scoring shots to our 7.
You can pick anyone and just say that's bad, but like really.
Centre bounce is a big one. 5-3, 33 to 1-1-7.
Well, TDK got fucking monstered.
I'll get in. Mate. Do I get into it now? Because
no, get into it because
I'm going to get into it.
It has to be said.
So TDK, right? Now, this is on the coaches and this is also on TDK, right? So I've said it, 5 minutes in, he was standing with me, right? 5 minutes in, and I'm looking at Rory O'Brien's position. Riley O'Brien, sorry. Looking at his position in the centre, just in the centre bounces, right?
Yeah, we looked at this.
And you look at Riley O'Brien and the position he takes up. So if you go back after the show, go back, look at the centre bounce and look where the position he takes up. So you've got that, I think it's a 1 metre. So you've got that small circle, then you've got the 1 metre out and you've got the line. So where he was positioned was on the line and closer to the smaller circle, right? So what that does, well, this is what I think, and it's smart from Adelaide.
How many times? You saw it like 40 times every time you want to hit out.
They take away that aerial presence, that TDK, the run and jump. Because when you're coming together, you're just going to jump up. But if you see him closer, perception is, fuck, I'm going to have to body him up in the middle. So he's taking away his airspace and air time to take away that grab out of the ruck. He did that genuinely out of the centre bounces. Mate, there would have been at least 10 times to 15 times I saw that in the game. Why didn't it change?
It wasn't just a centre bounce, it was around the grounds.
Around the grounds, but naturally around the grounds you're one-on-one and you're jostling.
But I would have thought that TDK can't do, he can only do that to ruckmans of his physique.
I get that, but the way that Riley O'Brien, he exposed him. He made him look like he was 18 again. They did their homework on TDK. They smashed him.
You said it's exactly right?
Null in
There are some ruckmen in this league where he doesn't match up against. Now, no hate, but tell me why you'd pay upwards of $1 million a year to a person who we've got to think, oh, is he going to match up this game? If I'm paying 1.7 million or 1 point whatever million to someone, I want him to be, he's
a match winner.
I want him to win.
He's a match winner.
Yeah. And I don't want to go into everybody saying, oh, I think he matches up
but
against
those
this guy.
ruckmen, like Riley O'Brien, are phasing out.
They're phasing out.
Are they?
Yeah, they
no,
are.
I don't think so.
No, who have you got?
Darcy Cameron.
Darcy Cameron is the physique. Yeah, but he's the physique of
he can
thing.
still do that.
Whereas
He destroyed TDK as
But
well.
it's
in the second half.
But when you think about it,
I know that. But you look at Max Gawn, Riley O'Brien, Pitternet.
Yeah.
They're monsters.
Yeah.
But they're slowly.
Are they?
They are, because now clubs are looking at hybrids. They're looking at TDK who can
they're the difference.
run all game, run all
even
game.
if they are, though,
But can
it's going to
TDK
take
run all
years for
game?
them
He can.
to phase out.
Look,
Is he smart enough to get into the right positions like Riley O'Brien did, Darcy Cameron does, Max Gawn does, Nan Curvis does?
Yeah, but wait a second.
yeah, but I think
Overall, all right, you got beaten. A lot of players got beaten this week.
No, but it's everyone's
So he
saying.
got beaten, and all right, you're saying couldn't he see that during the game?
How do you not
Maybe
change?
you can't. Maybe you can't change it during the game. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Maybe he's got to learn that. You know what I mean? Maybe he's got to learn that.
maybe I reckon it has.
It happened a few times.
Yeah, but you've got Cruiser coaching
Look at
you.
Nan Curvis. The same thing happened.
Yeah, but you've got Cruiser coaching you. So
how many games has
so
Nan
surely
Curvis played well this year?
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he beat him there. Cameron's been a good run.
He's not
throughout the
demanding
year.
1.7 million.
Yeah, I understand. And again, can we stop this? He's not getting 1.7 by anybody.
He isn't.
It's an
Doesn't matter.
It's ridiculous.
He's not a $1 million player.
He is a $1
You know what you do?
million player.
You know what you do?
It's not. I'll die on
He shouldn't
this hill.
be, but he will be.
I'll die on this hill that TDK is not worth $1 million.
He is.
I'll go against
What's he
it
worth?
because he is.
What's he worth?
No one can ever criticise
What's he worth?
TDK.
What's he worth? No, it's not about
No
criticising.
one can ever criticise this bloke. It's like he's the fucking messiah.
Because
He's played 4 or 5 good games of
Nah,
football.
bullshit. He played more than that. That's rubbish.
Tell me him off the
What's
bat.
he worth?
Him,
What's he worth?
700 max.
So-
700 max.
my god.
Listen,
700-800 max.
Even if you say 700, right?
700-800 max.
You know that even if you say 700,
Yeah.
he's going to get more than that just because other clubs
So
are after
Carlton
him.
is 700-800. He's not a match winner.
So he's worth
He's not a match
You know what you do? You know what
He's
you
not
do?
a match winner.
You know what you do?
He is a match
No,
winner.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
Tell me what game he's won for us.
He is a match winner.
He's a match winner.
What's he won for? Tell me. Give me. I want your evidence on what
I've got to
games
look
he's
at it,
won.
but he's-
Jeez, the game
Off the
last
top
year.
of your head, which one?
Last
What,
year, the
Essendon?
game against Geelong.
Where?
When he monstered his brother.
All right, yeah, he's not a ruckman. But
doesn't
okay,
matter,
I'll give you
monster
one.
him.
All right, just one.
Last week he was
Last
a
week,
monster.
Against
He killed
Doesn't matter.
He
But you
killed-
always say against
Did he
him.
kill
Christian-
Blissarves? Did he kill
Tristan
him?
Cherry. He killed him.
He killed him. Oh fuck, North Melbourne.
But doesn't matter. He's still a good ruckman, bro.
He hasn't won a game.
You know what
I think
he's
you're
okay.
barking up the wrong tree.
No,
how
I'm
about
dying
this?
on this hill
This-
that it's not worth $1 million.
Okay,
He's not.
this Friday night, St Kilda, he's up against Rowan Marshall.
this is gonna be
right?
big, yeah.
Okay, this is what.
He's just not.
After that game, I'll send you a text and I'll say, what do you reckon about TDK? Judge him on that. Okay, so Riley O'Brien, he got out-muscled, he got
about what
bullied.
he does next.
So now Rowan Marshall is another A-grade ruckman in the comp who...
He's not A grade.
He is,
He's just
bro.
a good ruckman.
He's
He's not
an A-grade ruckman.
No,
he
he's not.
kicks goals, takes marks, has a tank.
It's not A grade.
Can he go up against him? One, MCG.
I think
We
he-
play MCG well, so TDK should be able to manhandle
Ideally,
him.
yeah, in
If
ideal
he
world.
doesn't, then what you're saying now, you go, you know what? Fuck, Mars is right. But if he beats...
It's not about being right. He's just not worth $1 million.
I reckon he is,
He's
bro.
worth,
It's
man.
not about-
So is he going to be better than Max Gawn? That's the potential you're paying
Bro,
him
they're
on.
trying to compare Max Gawn to Dean Cox. You can't. Dean
Why
Cox...
not?
Because Dean Cox was an animal man.
And so is Max Gawn.
Max Gawn is
yeah, but they try. You can't
What are you
compare.
talking about? Max Gawn is a fucking
Yeah,
champion.
but
He's on a
don't
flag.
compare. They're different types of
Yeah,
ruckmen.
no, but they're champion. They're on the pedestals. He's in the
I-
top
I know
five.
that,
He's
but
top 10 ruckman nearly of all time.
TDK, I'll put it to you this way. Who would you rather keep? Mackay, Kerner or TDK?
Huh?
Who would you rather keep out of those
Do I
three?
have to pick one?
Out of all of them,
No.
Kerno.
Kerno. If I had to pick
See,
one.
I'd pick
Kurno's a
TDK.
match winner.
See, I'd
You're
pick
kidding yourself.
Oh, no, I see V. I'd pick TDK because he plays
You're in La La
right
Land.
and goes in
La
a
La
full
Land.
line.
You're telling me you're keeping Charlie Curnow over TDK. You're in La La Land.
No, the opposite.
Other way around. That's what we think.
What?
We're picking TDK.
Bro, you got to think about it.
No, you're not.
You know what? DeConning gives
That's what you're saying.
DeConning gives every week.
you're
Every week,
not.
Curnow. He's fucking lazy. If he doesn't get the ball, he's lazy.
The ball doesn't even get
Alright,
up
can I-
there.
so, but-
38 times, what are you going to do?
Before you said...
I'd rather TDK because he can
You know
run.
what I
He
hate?
can
You
kick
know
a
what I
goal.
hate about this argument? You can argue to the cows come home about this, right? At the end of the day, what he's worth, no one's giving him 1.7. It's fucking a ridiculous amount. No one is
not.
offering him 1.7.
It's not, because if you got
right?
It'll be
And
around here, though.
He is,
can't.
as
It's
a
not.
good player, he is worth $1 million.
But he's worth that much to St.
I don't think he's worth $1 million.
St Kilda.
Fucking oath, he's worth.
He's worth that much to St
every-
Kilda.
So
I
is it going to change their whole...
But good luck to them. Good luck to them. If he wants to go,
what you're saying is,
go.
To me, with TDK, he's part of the puzzle. He's not the
I don't
one
think
who's
he is.
going to win you. How many games has he won? It's not about him winning. It's
but
about being part of the
that
puzzle.
money
Hold
is
on,
match winners
before
money.
you
When we
said-
play well, here's the difference.
Before
he's
you said
not.
after
Yes, he
St
is.
Kilda judge him and say, oh, Mars might be
Yes,
right,
he
Mars.
is.
It's
For
not
me
about
personally,
Kilda being right.
I'm looking since, when did he become a number one ruckman over Pito? Like, what period of time do you reckon?
Probably
Was it 2023?
Maybe
20
a year,
2024,
ago.
after the 5 games that he played.
So there's my thing. So let's say, if you look at, you know, Ange always says, like, look at it in blocks. If you look at it in blocks, how many good blocks of games has he played consistently? Because that's what we want to be, a consistent football team. Ideally, we're nowhere near it. But if we want to be a consistent footy team, when he, like, the blocks where he's been consistent, for me, have been few and far between. That's the only thing.
He's built up to be the Messiah, and
Well,
he's
look,
not
Max
it.
Gawn hasn't had the best season. He's only come good the last couple of
he's
weeks.
34
but
years
for me-
old,
but if
bro.
we're talking about the ruckmans today, there's only
understand
consistent
he's an
one.
anomaly.
TDK wasn't the problem on the weekend.
He wasn't.
Come on, man. That's got nothing
So
to
there's-
do with it.
you know what you do?
It wasn't the
33%
problem. The
of bounce.
problem was the
Study
no
their
pressure,
ruckman.
the
Yeah.
weak efforts by every single
So
player.
you don't need a superstar ruckman, is what you're
You
saying.
do, but study their ruckman. Study where Riley O'Brien taps it
Yeah.
to who and how.
And
fucking
so
study
you-
that and drill it in.
You can apply that to
look
anywhere.
At TDK flip side. If you want to go, it's all about the ruckman. It's what happens
So
next.
they-
My argument is always what happens next
Yeah.
after TDK.
Which
what
is,
happens
let's
next?
say,
Where's
for
your
example, he
midfielder?
gets the
Whose
ball.
fault's that?
That's coaching.
Coaching.
Right.
And there's coaching on TDK because he couldn't adjust.
All right,
his
but
game.
you're giving him like that's one game.
He's
like
done
he's
it
had the
multiple
game. No, he
times.
hasn't done it multiple
Oh my
times.
God.
That's the game,
But
right?
you-
So what you're saying now, that's it. Let's finish
not
him
$1
off
million,
after that game.
bro.
Come on, bro.
You can apply that to
You're
anything,
You're
though.
blaming TDK
I'm not
over all
blaming
this.
him because there's other way. There's
He's
other,
worth $1 million,
He's just
and
not.
you're crazy if you think
He's
that
not.
he's not worth. Every single team out there will pay $1 million for
Absolutely.
TDK. Every
Good. Take
single
Would Collingwood?
team.
Take him.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
they
They'd pay $1
wouldn't.
million for
I
TDK.
guarantee
wouldn't.
they would.
I know they
would.
I think they
No,
would.
I'd
they
take
wouldn't.
Cameron
Every day
and
of the
tw-
week over
I'd take
TDK.
Cameron. Me personally. The only thing is,
You watch what they do next year if they get someone like that fucking kid from fucking West Coast.
well, there you go. There you go.
And they'll pay him.
Who is
Oscar Allen.
No,
Reed.
Harley Reid.
Yeah.
What, you know, sometimes our fans say, oh, imagine Mackay and Curnow played for Collingwood or played for Hawthorn, how good they'd be. It's because they have a good system. What you were saying before
100%.
about, oh, they should have done their homework on O'Brien, they should have done their homework on a lot of things regarding Adelaide.
What
For
they
me
didn't, but
personally-
Adelaide did their homework on us
100%.
and
100%.
fucking
And
to
that's the
us.
thing.
100%.
That's the thing.
So
They
what was Voss doing? You know what? Actually, you know what Voss was doing during the week? He was listening to talkback saying how good he was.
I
how
didn't
we're
say
back,
last week. You
how-
got to keep TDK no matter what. I did not say that. I've never said that.
Oh.
No, I've never ever said that we've got to keep TDK no matter what. If you can clip that up and show me, I've never said that in my life because I never have thought. And you can go back through the years. Now I'm going back because I've never said that you need a superstar ruckman to win a grand final. Claire.
No, you know what? I will back that comment up because I've got text.
No. Go back and look at the 25 years that
talk
we've
about
seen,
TDK.
the last 25 years, and go back and look at all the ruckmen. Tell me how many superstar ruckmen there are.
I've got
I'll
messages
give you
from him
5.
saying it.
I'll give you
TDK.
5.
I've got messages
I'll
from
give you
Mars
5. Nah.
saying that TDK is
Don't
not
tell
worth.
me what I said.
He's not worth $1 million.
Don't tell me what I said, because now I'm fucking over it. Now I'm over all these fucking people sugarcoating things. He's the Messiah. He's this. Let's be honest. He's done nothing, right?
No one said he's the Messiah.
I don't care about how I'm going past TDK now because now I'm fucking over it, right?
That's right. This is what I'm saying. Like we keep concentrating on TDK. That performance.
Let me get past it.
That performance there had nothing to do with TDK.
Let me get past fucking TDK. Let me have my say now, right? Because now I want to have my say, right? Because I've seen the same fucking shit with this fucking group for fucking 7, 9, 8, 10, 12, 20 fucking years. This group that's been together for 7 to 8 years has been nothing but fucking mentally weak pricks.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. You can clip this up. You can put it anywhere. I don't give a fuck
You're not
anymore.
saying anything.
I'm paying this fuck. We are paying our hard-earned money to go watch this fucking shit every week. Everyone gets sucked into the 2 bullshit wins that you had against fucking North Melbourne and West Coast. And because you stylistically match up well against fucking Geelong, everyone drinks the fucking Kool-Aid, get the fucking Kool-Aid out, drink it and think you're going to go fucking beat fucking Adelaide by 30, 40 points. You're not going to beat shit because Voss isn't good enough. His systems, his approach to the way we play footy isn't good enough. It's not fucking good enough. I've had enough of it. People say, oh, we're moving the ball quicker. We defend better. All right, you tell me all the uncontested possessions they had on the weekend. Trailing our man 15, 20 metres off our man.
That kills us uncontested.
How many uncontested marks? Why are you sagging back in the first quarter? Why are you sitting 5 to 10 metres off your man?
What pissed me off about that, right? Because what you said about Adelaide is absolutely 100%.
It's a fucking disgrace.
But that's not that we're not capable of doing it. Right?
Of what? Of beating him?
Of putting pressure. Putting pressure. It's simple. It's putting pressure. How do you go? How do you go from the pressure you put on Geelong?
Well, yeah.
To that?
Yeah.
You can't do that,
saw some of the
mate.
kicks.
This isn't about skill. This isn't about TDK. This goes deeper.
This is a coach that can't motivate a player.
That's a big
week
step.
after week. You cannot motivate. You can't motivate.
You saw that pressure. You saw Geelong, the amount of rush kicks they were doing.
Was because of the pressure.
They were rushing. Right. They don't rush. That's not part of their DNA.
I don't get how you went from that, regardless if we match up to them or whatever.
I agree.
How do you go from that to that? That's the deeper.
Isaac Rankin looked like fucking Andrew McLeod for a whole game. I saw 23. I saw 23 floating jerseys.
Jared Dawson.
Jordan Dawson.
A good player,
no,
but fuck it.
Mate, this bloke hasn't played good all year.
He hasn't played a game.
Like Jordan Bontempelli. Jordan Bontempelli decided to wake up and go out of bed and go, you know what, I'm going to be fucking Bont today.
He was that good. He was that good. I was looking at my Supercoach scores and he's fucking flying up and I'm like...
He hasn't had a game.
He hasn't had a good game at all this season.
I know.
But against us, they're fucking... They're unbelievable.
You know how we said that
Alex Neil-Bullen, this bloke's decided
Where
to
did he
turn into
come
a
from?
world beater again.
I picked him up in my Uber in 2023. I had no idea he plays for Adelaide.
Brodie Smith, first game back.
He was taking this at marks,
Takes
by the
the
way.
fucking piss again against Carlton. It's the same thing, though. This is the paradox we live in. We live in a fucking paradox. It's called the Carlton paradox. People need to fucking wake up, smell the fucking coffee, smell the milk, look at the milk because it's fucking well past the due-by date. It's Vicota. It's done.
But
it's done. It stinks.
Who's got to look at it?
It's got to be Voss.
It doesn't have to be Voss. It's got to be above
What
Voss.
about the on-field leaders? What about your on-field leaders?
So you were saying about pressure.
Shit.
They were shit.
This is about above Voss.
Do we have on-field leaders?
No.
What do we got? 1, 2, 3. 2 I give you. Wiedering and Cripps, as everyone's going to say.
100%. And you know they are.
Well, how bad is that?
And
I know.
Now, to an extent, Hewitt. Hewitt's been our best player all season.
But that's telling me something. Paul and I have been on this fucking hill with each other. How is George Hewitt our best player this year? How?
But
How?
is George Hewitt...
His skill set doesn't allow him to be that good. He's just, I don't know, he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not shit.
No, I know what you mean.
But he's not a leader.
He's a good player, but he's not elite.
But you know why he's shining more? Because Matt Kennedy's not there.
Mate,
so Matt Kennedy's not there. So that's
credit to Hewitt.
Of course, he stepped it up.
But he's not a leader.
No, he's not.
And what he does is he leads with what he does on the field. You know, he does the best he can. But I'm talking about the Cripper tries his best, and you want to know the truth? Cripper isn't an elite footballer. He's not a great footballer.
His skill set.
His skill set. If you look at skill sets to other players, his skill set is not. But what he does, you know, outside of that is amazing.
Oh yeah.
That's why he wins a Brownlow. You know what I mean? Wiedering. you can see him in the back. He directs. He's strong. He can only do so much. You know what I mean? But outside of that, who's the next one to stand
Then
up?
you put it back on Adelaide. You said they did their homework, right? The way Geelong moved the ball, I would have. I don't know. I wasn't in the team meeting, obviously, but I would have thought they would say, you know what? We don't want to move the ball like Geelong did. We don't want Nick Haynes taking 50,000 intercept marks. Let's be smart about this. And they were. They were in every facet. They were with TDK. They were in the middle, and they were with the way we pushed up, and they just killed the space.
The way that these teams exploit, as I told you, these teams are kryptonite. We can't go with these teams because they work harder. They spread to the outside much faster, and they go for longer. And when it got tough and it wasn't on our terms, we got going. We didn't want to be there. You could see it, third quarter.
Yeah.
If people go, we fought it back a little bit, but did we really?
No.
I think Adelaide knew they always had us.
I reckon.
It was just a matter of time when they kicked a couple.
Me too.
It was arm's length, and then bang.
They just needed to kick that couple to get it to 5 goals, and it was see you later. And it happened. It happened.
And the leaders
too
you
many
speak
times.
about didn't step up. And I spoke yesterday to my mate about it. He's Collingwood, and we're talking about the game. And I said, the game last week, Carlton Geelong, when Geelong got on that roll, kicked 3 goals in 8 minutes in the last quarter, we all sat back and we thought, shit, we're going to lose. But what did the leaders do? They stood up.
Yeah.
They slowed the game down.
You're asking for Cripps in that
Yeah, but what I mean is,
we were asking for
everyone composed themselves and slowed the game down. It's like everyone was on the same page going, right, slow the game down. And they did, and they got the goals we needed. But against Adelaide, there was like none of that, boys. Slow it. No, they just couldn't. It's like they went there, let's go to Adelaide, get the fucking game out of the way, and come back.
Mate,